Okay, let's just dive right into it. We've got some opportunities for rain here this weekend, but not everybody's going to see as much rain as they want. In fact, most of us won't see the rain that we so desperately need, but we'll at least get a little bit of it. We've got an upper level low spinning near Las Vegas right now, helping to eject moisture and certainly plenty of clouds our way from southwest to northeast. And as this low gets closer, we'll get more lift in the atmosphere to generate some showers and thunderstorms. And eventually a cold front comes through Sunday morning to provide more of a focal point for a little more widespread rain. We go into this evening, though, our first opportunity for rainfall in the hill country anyway, after about 8:30 or 9 o'clock. Now, these storms are just going to clip at least parts of the hill country with some briefly heavy rain and potentially an isolated severe storm here this evening, both before midnight and also after midnight, the potential for that as well. Notice we're getting just about nothing in the metro or our eastern counties overnight and into tomorrow morning, but still a few showers tomorrow morning in the hill country. Then we get into tomorrow afternoon. Our chances for a few spotty showers or an isolated thunderstorm go up a little bit in the Austin metro. Nothing super meaningful as far as rain goes. And then we start talking about Saturday evening. Saturday evening, we'll have to watch once again the hill country for some isolated yet potentially severe storms before midnight. This is not our main event of storms. That comes after midnight. But the storms before midnight would carry a tornado risk, a large hail threat, and a damaging wind risk. But they would be a bit more localized and isolated. Then we start getting into the main round of rain and storms that comes after 1 or 2 in the morning in the hill country Sunday. And notice it's a big old cluster of rain and storms that will gradually be weakening as it drops farther south and east. So they will be at their strongest the farther north and west you live. Mason, San Saba counties especially, but also Llano, Gillespie, Burnett, Lampasas, and even portions of Blanco County too. But then as we follow this through to 6 a.m., that line of storms and downpours starting to thin out a little bit and weaken some. We may still get 1 or 2 stronger severe storms to get to the metro, but they will generally be much weaker by the time they get to I-35. And notice by 8 o'clock, it's starting to fall apart. 9 o'clock in the morning, just a few spotty showers. And as we get into your Sunday afternoon, a couple of more spotty but generally light showers east of I-35 with some sunny breaks developing too. So what does this mean? First of all, tonight, a few hill country storms and a windy night. The rest of us dry, partly to mostly cloudy skies. We're down to 70. A 1 out of 5 severe weather risk for parts of San Saba and Mason counties tonight. Rain chances during the day tomorrow at just 30%, but 60% tomorrow night, and then 40% for Sunday during the daylight hours of the day, particularly in the morning. Severe weather risk in the hill country is a 2 out of 5 from Saturday night to early Sunday morning. For the metro and parts of our eastern counties, that drops to a 1 out of 5. An isolated tornado threat, a higher risk for large hail and damaging wind, especially in the hill country. So how much rain? Not much. Friday night through Saturday, many of us near and east of 35 get less than a quarter inch. Those amounts do ramp up to near or over 1 inch as you get farther west. And there's more rain next week. In fact, I think many of us will be happier about the rain coming Tuesday through Friday. Not a whole lot coming this weekend. 80s most days except Sunday.